Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with, now they looking nervously. And I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta start them through the sewer.
What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
We are back here for some more action today as we're home for this matchup and today's episode here in the Road to Glory series here with PJ Shilo. As of course so far here we've played week 0 and 1 and we've scored over 30 points in both of those games here. And now we're looking to see if we can do the same here in weeks 3 and 4 actually. As we had a week off in week 2 and now we're back here on the gridiron waiting for some more fun and excitement happening here in today's episode. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Road to Glory with PJ Shilo. Episode number 18 as we're in weeks 3 and 4 this week. As week 3 we'll be hosting the Charlotte 49ers. And of course in week 4 we will be hosting Old Dominion. We're going to Old Dominion for that game. Nice to have a little break there, getting rest up and get ready because we have a long journey for us to go here. As of course we're trying to get Pierre and the App State Mountaineers back into the limelight here in college football. Of course, had a great season last year and had a nice bowl win over Notre Dame. And now it is time for us, of course, now to try to go ahead and see what we can do in today's matchup here. As you see, his numbers so far here, well over 100 yards per game so far here in both games so far here. He has now 4 rushing touchdowns, and pretty much continuing where he left off last season. As today we are of course going to go in here and see if we can try to do the same here as we have been these last 2 games. And of course he is a junior, And of course, he has a lot on his plate here this year, as he has some pretty big decisions to make towards the end of the season. And of course, that decision is going to the NFL or sticking around for his senior year. But as for the 49ers right now, they are currently 1-0 in this season. Last week they had a week off, or I should say, but in week 1 they had a victory over FCS Southeast, winning that one in a big fashion there, 40-7 in that one there. Good, nice job there for the 49ers, picking up a huge win. Of course, Davis, their quarterback, had 3 touchdowns, had 264 yards on a 60% day completion rate. And of course, Michael Allen there, 23 carries, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns. Had a pretty much a really nice game against FCS Southeast, which honestly should be expected to, because they are a FCS school. But nonetheless, they have to try to deal with us and see what they can do. Now, this is a rivalry game between these two schools. If you don't know, these two schools used to play in another conference years ago, and I believe they play in the American. And of course, we play in the the Sun Belt. So they have agreed to meet up with each other, I think, for a couple of seasons here. And I believe this is our second year or so, I want to say, playing against them. Second or third year, I can't remember exactly. I want to say we played them all through it. This is our third year playing them straight. So we'll see how we'll do against them. As you see, the top 25 this week, and of course there are some changes, some people that have dropped from where they were at last week, like Florida. But then you also got teams like Oklahoma and Miami University, who are making their first appearances here in the top 25 this season. And we'll see how well they'll do this week for the first time appearing. Of course, we are in the top 25. We're the 21st position. And of course, we're trying to see if we can latch onto that. And of course, if we pick up a win today, hopefully we can get bumped up a few with, obviously with a few other teams above us, losing a game or so. And that'll help us raise our stock and trying to get into the college football playoffs. As you see, take a look at some of the top players here defensively from Charlotte. You got Stanley here, who is, I believe, an edge rusher. And of course, he's going to do his best to put the hurt on us. You got a strong safety here, Pritchard, as he'll be lurking around there in that secondary. 6 foot, 209 pounds. He's a cover specialist there. So the passing game, Matthews is going to have to be watchful of that, as he has thrown an interception so far this season. But we'll try to help him out as much as we possibly can. Try to hopefully, obviously we'll be under coverage there. We won't be out there deep. But of course, we are playing we're playing wide out a little bit here as well this season, as we have been putting some of our points into catching, receiving abilities as well. So we'll see that probably in this case. That was one of the biggest things that helped us get the Heisman Trophy last year, was making some nice receiving passing yards and just playing in the passing game as well. Try to be more diverse in our skills. And Chandler, there you see his numbers as well. Looks like he's got a good quickness as well as power there. So he'll definitely be utilized very well there for Charlotte in this coming game here. And of course, they have no injuries right now to speak. But for us, we do have one injury there. One of our left guards is going to be out with a ankle bruise there. He'll be out for this week. As we get it back out here on the field here, and we'll see Shilo here try to run this one up the gut here, and 49ers put a quick stop to that, as they get no gain on that play. Second and 10 coming up here for PJ, not Pete. Pete is here. He's in the stands there, his dad, watching the game here. We'll see now what his son can do here. It's PJ now. Looking at a 1st and 10 coming up. They're on their own 23-yard line here, handoff. And, this is going to be Royster who's going to get the carry there. So he'll get that one. You see Shilo there on the outside there in the receiving position. As we'll see a pass there. That's going to be easily caught, and that's going to get him down to near the 50. as he'll get the first catch of the day here. And it will be a good one there, as it will be a first down here for the App State Mountaineers. Ball now at the 50-yard line, pass there, quickly thrown, but it's going to be easily dropped there by Galloway as he cannot hold on to it. So now 2nd and 10 there. You see Shilo in the backfield there. We'll see if he'll get the ball hand off to him. He will. He'll get a good block. And now he's looking to see if he can get down the field here, as he's going to get bumped out of bounds there at the 25-yard line. Or I should say the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up here after that run. We'll see what the Matthews will do here. Throws this one to Shilo. Shilo gets the catch. Shilo staying on his feet, flying. He is brought down there near the 15-yard line. So another great catch there from Shilo, as he is definitely showing off what he can do here, both in the run and the passing game, which we see a lot of that last season, as he gets a nice stiff arm there, and he's going to get himself inside the 10. And they're going to be marking him somewhere near the 5 or actually 4-yard line, give or take. 1st and goal coming up there after that. So we'll see another handoff here to Shilo. Shilo spins off, gets himself into the end zone, and he's going to be stopped at the 1-yard line. That's upsetting, as we'll see a handoff here to Shilo. He runs this one in there, and he's going to get in there. Nice job there of getting the rushing touchdown. Touchdown, App State. As the Mountaineers again get on the board here. Nice job there from the Mountaineers. Offensive line getting open, getting that gap open there for him, and getting himself into the end zone. We'll see now here on a 1st and 10, as we'll have the lead here, 7-0. That ball's going to get batted away. Great job there from the defense, not letting him get into that one there. Shilo, of course, was a little off target there to Shilo. Shilo there on the outside there. We'll see Royster in the backfield. Royster getting the football here, and Royster not getting much of anything, if not maybe a yard there on that play. 3rd down coming up. Shilo on the outside again here. He's going to in a position here to get a reception here. This ball's going to be high. It's going to be deep, and that one's going to go in the end zone here. And I believe that is Sanchez as he finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, App State. As App State finds her way into the end zone. Great job of getting that one in there and putting 6 points on the board here, taking it now 2-possession lead. It's going to actually be Devin. I thought it was Sanchez there, but that was Devin Darthland. As he gets in there, and that's going to be a catch, and that is going to now put him up at a 2-possession lead here. So far, this rivalry game is looking a little bit one-sided here right now. Give it the 2nd quarter. Hand off to Shilo as Shilo breaks off a tackle there before he is taken down there quickly for a gain of 3. Shilo, of course, really hasn't made too much noise here. Let's see what Shilo's going to do here. Shilo, no, the pass is going to be thrown there. That's going to go to Galloway. As Matthew Wilson there will get the pass there to his tight end. We'll see what they can do here on 1st down. New set of downs. They're going to go back on the ground game here with Shilo. Shilo going to run here. Shilo breaks off a tackle. Finally gets drugged down there. Wait for that blocker there, Morrison, to get that tackle, or that block there, but he just did not get there. And of course, Shilo was just a little impatient there as he was trying to get upfield as quick as he could. So ball at the 50-yard line after the run. We'll see if they go back to Shilo here, as they will do so. Usually that's exactly what they do to keep it going, but he will get stopped as he will get no gain on that play. Actually, he'll lose a yard. So now 2nd and 11 coming up here. Ball on the 50-yard line. Hand off to Shilo. Shilo going to run this one on the outside there. A little juke move, spin move, going up the field here. Keeping his legs moving. And he'll get to about the 41-yard line for a 3rd and 1. So we'll see if we can convert here on this 3rd down. Short yardage. Shouldn't be too much for them to do so here. Shilo runs this one there and almost gets caught. But he is going to get enough there to, of course, move the chains. 1st and 10 after the nice little run. 1st and 10. Ball there on on the Charlotte 49ers 39-yard line. Shilo trying to break off tackles. stiffed arm 2 guys and then try to get upfield there, and he only gets 3 yards out of all that mess. We'll see now here on the 2nd and 7. Drop back, look up the middle there. That ball's going to be caught, then dropped. Incomplete pass there for App State. Shilo there in the backfield there, looking to help out here in the passing game. And that ball is just going to be overthrown. As I don't know, the quarterback felt he had pressure on him or what the case would be, but he did not give too much time there to Shilo to get over there on time to get the catch. Charlotte's able to score a touchdown of their own now. It makes it now 14-7. Hand off to Shilo as he stiffs arm a man here. Going down the field, and he is motoring on down, so he finally gets to the 48. He gets stopped at his own 48-yard line. 1st and 10 here for the App State Mountaineers. As Shilo, of course, 13 carries, 116 yards. It's 35 receiving yards now in today's game as well. 4 minutes left before we get to the half. 1st and 10, play action. Wilson throws up the middle, and that ball is going to be dropped. Incomplete. Makes it now a 2nd and 10 coming up for App State. Mountaineers looking to try to go up by 2 possessions here. As we'll see a run there, and that's going to be quickly stopped as Shilo gets a few more yards there. We'll see what they'll do here now on 3rd and 5. Drop back here, looking down the field here. This one's going to go to Shilo, and that one's going to be intercepted. As this one is going to possibly try to come back. And I believe that is the free safety, Mitchell, or no, Pritchard there. That's Pritchard. As he gets the interception, and he is going to find his way with the ball. And now Charlotte now has a chance now to try to tie this ball game up now with this turnover. And Jermichael Pritchard, strong safety there, makes a nice, does a great job there watching the quarterback's eyes, and of course going up and getting that catch. That ball was kind of hung up there from Wilson. But they're not able to do anything with that turnover as they actually give the ball back here quickly. And now we have the ball in their own 30. As we'll see a timeout being called here, or actually, excuse me, 2-minute warning now being called. So 2nd and 2 coming up. Ball at their own 36-yard line. Pass there, going to go up, and it's going to come down there as that's going to be a nice catch there as Devin gets this one. 1st and 10 after the catch. Let's see what they'll try to do here. Well, of course, 1 possession lead here for App State. That ball is going to be flinged up there high and deep. That ball is going to be in the arms of the receiver, and that's an App State touchdown. Nice job there for App State and from Wilson as he throws a deep bomb there to Alex Sanchez. Nice throw there. That had to be at least, that's at least a 75-yard throw. And they're going to get that one on the board as well. Touchdown App State. They lead it now 21 to now 14 as Charlotte says, no, we're going to come back and come right back at you with a touchdown of our own. It makes it still now 1 possession lead here. And it's now Shilo. They're trying to run this one out, and that's going to be it for the half. As right now, App State, they thought they ran away with this game here, but Charlotte's starting to come back here and make some noise. And it's Pete Shilo right now having a pretty nice day here. 146 16 carries for 1 touchdown as well, as he is having a pretty nice day. Great day for him, and he's hoping that will continue on here as we get into more of this game. So Charlotte's starting to find their way back here. We'll see if they can get their way back in here. We'll see how this is going to turn out. As we'll see a handoff, and that is going to be short yardage on that carry there. As you see a thrown pass there, and that is going to be incomplete. As Wilson cannot get that one there to the receiver. We'll see now 3rd and 7 coming up. Ball on the 25, pass. This one's going to be another deep pass here. This one's going to go up, and the receiver cannot come down with it. Sanchez had it, but just could not come down. Good job there from the defense playing on that ball. As Charlotte will come back and kick a field goal, making it now a little closer now, 21-17 here. As we'll see a 2nd and 6 coming up. Hand off to Shilo. Shilo's going to run this one on the outside there. Now it's going to be a track meet here as he's looking for a decent block here, but cannot get it. As Charlotte, one of the Charlotte players there from behind, comes up and grabs him and takes him down there at their own 20, inside near the own 20-yard line there, I believe. So nice run there from PJ. As you see here, look at this run. Nice run there. Just looking for that one block that we needed right there, but just could not get it. And then, of course, defense, of course, right up on our tail here, making that nice tackle there for the stop. So we'll see what we can do here on the 1st and 10 after the nice run there from Shilo. As they'll feed the ball back to him again. He's going to go on the outside, stiff arm, and he's going to be brought down near the 25. As he gets about 3 or 4 yards on that carry. Wilson here tosses one up there. And where was that at? Shilo thought it was going to be up further, but it was actually kind of on the back side of him. So now here, App State here going for, here, a flag being called now here, looking for a block. And trying to get to the first down mark we got, but we'll see what this flag is on. Remember, it's a 3rd and 6. And it's going to be roughing the passer on Charlotte. And it's going to be on Amir. As that's going to be a 10-yard penalty. It's going to put us there at the 10-yard line of Charlotte 49ers. So we're on the Charlotte 49ers 10-yard line after that penalty there. So you rough the passer. We'll try to see if we can take advantage of it here. Now on ball on the 10-yard line, 1st and goal. And Shilo cannot get much of anything on that carry. We'll have Royster in the backfield now. Here is going to be a 2nd and goal coming up. Handoff up the middle. Run this one in there. And that is going to be a great run as Royster finds his way into the end zone there. Touchdown, App State. As now we're making it now a 11-point ball game here pretty soon here. As Royster finds a touchdown here, and he's doing a great job here coming in and taking his opportunities as well in the halfback position. We'll see what we'll try to do now here with 4:19 left here in the 3rd quarter. 28-17, pass off to the side there to Shilo. Shilo gets the catch, and he's going to complete the pass, and it's going to be a nice 2nd and 6. Ball on the 45 here for Shilo as he'll run this one on the outside there. Nice hustle there for him, getting now over 200 yards for the day. He'll get this one all the way down to the 31-yard line. As it looks like one of the 49ers are going to have to come off the field there. We'll see 1st and 10 now here after that big run. Shilo's on the outside there as a receiver. Shilo going up here. Shilo looking for a catch. Gets it. Come down with it. And that's a great catch there from him. As that's going to put him now at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal coming up here for App State. As you see the student section there, celebrating and loving what they're seeing from Shilo. Ball now at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal coming up here. Shilo has the football here, and Shilo has no problem walking in. Touchdown, App State. And App State started to unhook that wagon off of Charlotte here and kind of going their own way here. And that's a good finish there from Shilo on this drive. And he had a really nice started off with a nice run. Then, of course, came off with a nice big catch and then finished off with a nice, good run up the middle there to get himself into the end zone. 22 carries, 116 yards for him on the day. He'll keep racking them up here as we'll see another run as he'll get near midfield for a 2nd and 1. So he got a nice 9-yard carry. We'll see what they'll do here at midfield. Pass there to Shilo, back behind him. He gets it. He's going to go upfield here, and he's going to get the catch and get all the way down to the 31-yard line of Charlotte. So Shilo getting some love there in the student section there. Got his own little sign there that they made up for him as he finds his way there. And of course, there you see 622 yards total so far here in the combined 3 games that we've played now here. First and goal coming up here. Drop back up the middle. That is going to be caught as the tight end Galloway has the catch. Puts a 2nd and 4 coming up here for App State. Mountaineers looking to continue this drive here with Shilo as runs this one there, and he is going to be just short at the sticks. So now, obviously, we'll see what they'll do here on this 3rd and inches. Pass there. Oh, that one just missed. Really, that was a bad run there from. Didn't run that route too well there from Shilo, but nonetheless, we'll get the field goal there now. Makes it now 38-17, and Wilson will get dropped in the backfield. Nice job there from the defensive lineman to get to the quarterback there. Makes it 2nd and 18. Pass there completed by Shilo. Shilo, nice spin move there, going upfield here on a race, and he's going to get pushed out at the at the 9-yard line. Big run there from him as Matthew Wilson, the quarterback there, did a great job throwing that one off there. Nice screen pass, or actually throw the flats there. And did a great job of getting out there and getting that ball there to Shilo as he gets pushed out near the inside the 10. And now we'll see a sim here as they pretty much telling us that Shiloh's done for the day. And the Mountaineers pick up their third win in the season so far as they win another victory here in this rivalry between us and the Charlotte 49ers. Congratulations there to App State, as now they'll move on to week 4, getting ready for that next game here. Of course, it'll be in Sunbelt play, and that'll be against Old Dominion coming up in today's episode here. We'll see here in just a bit, but good win there. 45-17 is your final, as we had 23 first downs compared to their 14. Total offense 567 yards, total offense 271. And of course, most of that came from Pete Shilo and the running game with Royster and him. 288 yards total on the ground, or maybe 289 yards. I can't remember. I can't really tell from my screen here. Really need to clean my screen. Anyway, 109 yards on the 129 yards on the ground there for the 49ers. But yeah, this is a great game here. We scored all 4 quarters of the game, and the only time they stopped us from scoring more than 2 touchdowns or more than 2 scores was in the second quarter there. So good job. As I really was looking forward to the second half, them coming back, but second half they were only able to scrape up 3 points there. So Wilson 11-22, 279, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception there for him. Rushing wise, of course, Pete Shilo 25 carries, 400 yards. No, 249 yards. 2 touchdowns. Royster 10 carries for 38 yards and a touchdown for him. Wilson also had a touchdown as well on 3 carries for 2 yards. So a good day there as we were able to find multiple people helping us score rushing touchdowns there. Of course, Devin there scored a touchdown. Sanchez scored a touchdown as well. And of course, Shilo had the most receiving yards of the day, 5 catches for 109 yards. But we just could not get him in the end zone as much as I really wanted to see him get some receiving touchdowns as well. But just could not be. Defensively, there you see the numbers as well. You guys can pause the video, check those out. But yeah, this was a good game here, especially when you got to play against your rivals, you got to stick it to them. You got to, you got to remind them why we're rivals, and we'll have to, if we happen to come back our senior year, I'm sure they'll definitely be ready to go, hopefully, and put on a really good game like they did here, especially that first half there. It was I was getting a little nervous. I ain't gonna lie, getting a little nervous. Thought they were gonna be able to do some damage to us there, but nah, such the luck there. So good job there for the defense. Only giving up 3 points in the second half, and which helped us out because we were able to take the get a couple drives, a couple series in for Shilo, and then of course take them out halfway through the fourth quarter there, and let some of the backups come in and play as well. So good overall performance there from all our guys, and hopefully we can keep it up for the next game coming up here. Just take a look at some of the numbers there for the defense of Charlotte. Of course, you guys can go back and pause the video and check out those numbers there. But there you see one of our classmates named Lane asking us about the economics project, and he can't make it, or something about wanted to give us the old test papers, and we're doing too good right now on the field right now. We don't need those kind of shenanigans getting in our way. And then of course we got another NIL deal with Too Fast Athletics, and they're going to give us +1 permanently for jump and a skill point every week for this contract there. So yeah, we'll definitely take that as well. We'll take wherever we can get, and that'll definitely help us out in our growth as a player and our abilities as well. As we see Shilo again, he is your Sun Belt Offensive Player of the Week for week number 3. Again, getting more this recognition there and whatnot. And there you see fan favorite activated now, so that's nice to see. As we're getting that love there that we've been getting since we've been on campus. So now we go to our next game here, and we'll take we'll see the Old Dominion team here, the Monarchs, played against the Golden Flash of the Kent State team. 49-35, their previous, they're in Old Dominion's previous matchup there. And of course, we'll be facing them against them here today in this second and final game of the episode. As Old Dominion have a little tough time with Kent State there, but they tried their best to hold on there. But when it came down to a possession, looks like for them to get back in this game, and unfortunately, not able to do so. So now, of course, them losing, that means they're going to do their best to, of course, try to take their aggression and put it on us after we had a great week of football of our own there against the Charlotte 49ers. So we have to go back out here and prove to everybody again why we are the dominant team here in the Sun Belt, at least the most reigning dominant team in the Sun Belt. As we'll see Old Dominion, their quarterback there, of course, Kate Fox is going to be out there, and there you see his numbers from his rushing numbers from last week against the Kent State team. And I think last year, we played against Old Dominion, and I think we did a pretty good job against them. I'm not for sure the numbers. I do remember playing them for sure, and I remember we had a pretty good game against them. So we'll definitely have to try to come out here and do that again and show, again, everybody what P. Shilo can do as a halfback, and of course a former. The most reigning Heisman Trophy winner right now in the country. And take again, look at some more of the numbers here for them. And this should be not necessarily a walk in the park here or cakewalk, but it should be pretty. We've had pretty much the same guys that we had from last season and this year as well. So we should be able to handle them. Like we did years in the previous year. But now we've ranked in the top 20 now here as we jumped up from looks like from number 20 to number 19. And so that means we're getting that recognition there. And of course, oh yeah, by the way, we did have a bye week sandwich in between here. So it's actually week 5, if I'm not mistaken here. So we're actually in week 5 of the season, and there you see some of the numbers there. You see Slater, the free safety there, for them. And there you see his numbers. So far, this is his second year at Old Dominion. And there you see his some of his attributes as well. Good man coverage, good quickness there. He's pretty much stopped. Can't really grow anymore, that quickness there. But run support and stuff like that is still ongoing for him. Cannon Lewis, there's Sam, linebacker there. 6'2", 230 pounds from West Virginia. He's got some decent numbers there. He came of course, this last year here. This will be his very final year at Old Dominion, as he originally was at Marshall, and then of course transferred from Marshall to Old Dominion. But nonetheless, here we'll see some other defensive players that we'll have to be kind of wary of when it comes to stopping the run here. And of course, you got Mellow Breeze, like the name, love it. He is a field archetype there for the corner position, and there you see his numbers there. It looks like he's pretty good at both of the man coverage and zone coverage there, so he can cover both of those. Looks like he's pretty much stopped his quickness there. Now, don't have the greatest hands, has decent power, and of course he still needs to grow in the run stoppability there. So I don't think he'll be doing too much of blitzing and stopping the run there on us, but you never know. Everybody has a good, there's times where people have good days. So we'll see if we can avoid him, and of course try to have another good performance out here today at home, as we're back home here. And so, like I said, this is now week 5. Because I forgot here, I just made a note of it on my card here, saying that remind everybody this is week 5. So we actually had another week off, and we're back in here again. So hopefully everybody's ready to go, everybody's rested, and ready to see some more action here in college football, as getting ready to see what we can do here against this football team. So we'll see what Old Dominion has in store for us defensively here now. As we'll see a 1st and 10 here for Shilo. Shilo again, always custom going around the outside there to the left-hand side. And makes a nice carry there for a gain of 6 on the carry. We'll see now 2nd and 4 coming up. And Royster going up the middle here, taking advantage of it. And does a great job of, again, a nice gain of 15. Puts them at the 15, or puts them at the their own 45. As we'll see a pass. That's going to be caught there by Shilo. Shilo maneuvering around there and does a great job, as he does get the catch, and he's going to help him get a little closer to the sticks there, as we'll see now a 3rd and 5 coming up. As the defense did a pretty good job there of swarming us after that catch. Wilson now here, dropping back here, throws a pass there. That's going to be completed, as Sanchez has it. He's going to have to tiptoe out of bounds there at the 23-yard line of Old Dominion. Monarchs here trying to make a stop, as we'll see a run here from Shilo going up the middle there. That ball's going to be fumbled, but it is going to be recovered by App State. Now, of course, it's being challenged here by App State if that was an actual fumble or not, or was he his knee down? And of course, you guys be the judge of it. But they say that he was down, so we'll see. The App State did win that challenge. Let's see a handoff now for Shilo here. Shilo getting himself into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Another great touchdown there for him, as he finds a way, and he does a great job there getting around the traffic that time around to get himself in position there for the nice run. So another good run there from PJ, as he is able to get himself there and get himself a nice touchdown for himself and App State, as they lead this one now 7-0. Ball on the 15, or excuse me, not ball on the 20-yard line. Gain of 4 on the catch there from Shilo. Shilo now on the outside there. They're going to change his route. Drop back here, looks up here, fires this one. Shilo has it here. Now it's just going to be a track meet as he's going down the field here. Can he get into the end zone? And he cannot. But that's a great pass there. As that's a big catch and run for App State. Now, I'm sure he'll probably take a bit of a breather after that play, as Matthews finds his halfback there. And especially when you have a halfback that can now he's starting to really produce here, not just from the behind the line, but also on the line, and get down the field there and of course run his routes and stuff like that. He is that's a well-rounded type of player that you want to have as a quarterback here. That means you have another weapon that you can use against the opposing defense. Ball now inside the 10. 2nd and 8 coming up. Hand off to Shilo. Shilo trying to get through that gap up the middle there, but that one closed up quickly as the blocking was just not there. Let's see what we can do here on 3rd and 7. Pass up the middle there. That ball's going to be caught, and it's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. And I believe App State's going to have to go ahead and kick a field goal, which they will do. It's now 10-0. And so we'll see the ball there. Shadow our own goal post on our own 3-yard line after the punt. We'll see what we can try to do here now on this 2nd and 2. And they're going to go this one to Royster. Royster cannot get to the first down marker, as he's going to be denied there quickly. So now we go to a 3rd and 1 here, and Royster this time makes it up as he runs this one up there nicely and gets himself a huge first down. That'll be it for the first quarter, as we have a 10-point lead here now, as the Monarchs trying to knock off the number 19 team in the nation. So far, it is not going their way. As we'll see what we can do here. And of course, we would like to try to tack on some more points and get out of this game as quickly as we possibly can. So now ball on the ball on the 34-yard line, as we'll flip the field here now. And that'll be a nice little run there. Another carry there for Shilo, as he has now, 80 yards receiving and 38 yards rushing. Drop back here from Wilson. Wilson throws this one off to the side there. And I think today is just the day we're just going to throw the ball to Shilo, as he gets all the way down inside the 25 there of the Monarchs. That's another huge first down. 1st and 10 here for the Mountaineers, as they're looking to try to score again. They're on now the 23-yard line, the Monarchs. 1st and 10. Hand off to Shilo. Shilo's going to run this one on the right-hand side. He's going to go wide, and he's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown. App State. As the Mountaineers, again, find another way to get in the end zone here with PJ Shilo. There we go again. As PJ finds his way into the end zone, and that's going to be a nice touchdown. Now, for whatever reason, the Monarchs again, they give up good field position here now, so we get a short field here. Thank you for the defense. Thank you very much. As now we get a chance to score again. 17-0 here with 9:45 left here in the first half. Run up the middle there from Shilo. He breaks off a tackle, and he finds his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. Touchdown, Mountaineers. As there you see him doing a little dance in the end zone there, showing off his dance moves there to the ladies. As Shilo finds his way into the end zone. Nice run. And that's going to go get him into the end zone once again. Again, put another, just stretching out this lead even more so now here against Old Dominion. Old Dominion will again give up another opportunity here for us to score, as they give up another short field here after going out 3 and out here quickly. And apparently we got a good field position here. Yeah, I'm assuming maybe a turnover here so far. As we see a pass there overthrown there to Shilo, he just couldn't get there over there on time. We'll see what they do here now. It's 2nd and 10. Ball on their own, now on the Monarchs 13-yard line. Pass there caught by Shilo. He gets the catch, and that's going to now be a 3rd down. We'll actually jump to a 3rd and 5 coming up here. Ball on the 8-yard line. Pass there by Shilo, and Shilo finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Nice job there, as you see. Shilo really getting into it here. He is fired up, ready to go. And they are now going to lead this one here 31-0 with the extra point, of course, pending. And a nice way here, nice way to start as they find their way into the end zone once again. This time with Shilo. Now Shilo's what? He's now scored down 3 times in a row, 2 on the ground and 1 through the air. 1st and 10, hand off to Shilo as he runs this one here. He's got a little over 70 yards for the day. Make that now near 80. 2nd and 2 coming up. I think they're going to just continue feeding the monster here. And of course, Monarchs not be able to find a way to make a stop here. As we'll see a handoff here up the middle there. They wrap him up as he gets some more positive yardage there, and that time moving the chains. Ball now across the 50 here. We're in Monarch territory. Handoff to Shilo. Shilo going down the field here, looking for a block. Try to get around that block there. But unfortunately, he could not get himself in the end zone. But a nice run there nonetheless. 1st and 10 there for the Mountaineers. Monarchs still going scoreless here, as there's 6:05 left here in the first half. Shilo looks like he could try to score again here, but they're going to stop him. Well short of the 5-yard marker. He does get the first down. So 1st and goal here coming up, looking for a block. He's going to go on the outside. He's going to stretch this run even more so, and he finds his way into the end zone again. Touchdown, App State. App State now is really doing a great job here of running away with this ball game here, as Shilo finds his way in the end zone again. I think that's his 3rd rushing touchdown. He has now 4 touchdowns, I believe, combined. But that's his 3rd rushing touchdown today. 4:30 left here, and we're still in the first half of all things, if you believe it or not. Ball on 38-yard line. Hand off to Shilo again here. Shilo, oh, thought we had that block. And that he would have been gone. 4 minutes left before we get to halftime here. And I think Shilo might be having a good break coming up here for him. Well-deserved one as we go into the second half of this ball game. 1st and 10 after the run there. Shilo really enjoying. He looked like he is just enjoying getting his number called here. He is getting it called again, and that's another 1st down there as he bulldozes his way there for the 1st down marker. Hand off to Shilo again here. Runs this one again, and of course gets a few more yards there. Now we'll see him as a receiver this time. 2nd and 2. They try to throw to him quickly there. That was a bad timing there and bad throw there from Wilson on that part. He should have let him get across there. As we'll see here, Wilson here throws this one high and deep. That one goes up, and that one's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, App State. That's Devin Dearth again gets another catch here, and he'll find his way. I believe his first touchdown catch of the day here. His 2nd one, I believe, in today's video. And he finds his way into the end zone there. Nice job, as he is able to get on the board here as well. Believe it or not, it's 45-0. We're still in the first half. Old Dominion, what is going on? They're turning this ball over very quickly here, but they are putting us in some unique situations here. I think these last 2 tries we've had, I think they put us in that we've scored here. They've put us in, behind our own 20 here. So they, field position wise, they're getting it, but they just cannot, keep us from, moving the chains there. But 45-0 as we go into the second half here. Look at the pass. Look at the splits for the pass and the run here today from our offense. Nice job there. Balance for the most part here. And we'll see how the second half is going to play out here. I would imagine we'll probably see a lot of second string guys come in here. I wouldn't be surprised if we just sim it, if it gets simmed for the rest of the half here, because this one is a barn burner indeed here. in Boone, North Carolina. And yep, that's exactly what's going to happen here. Is we're going to have the sim, and they're able to score 3 points. And they score any more? Looks like that is not going to be the case. So we only give up 3 points. We end the day at 59-3 is your final score. Woo! That's going to be a long bus ride to, I believe that was South Carolina, I think that would be, or no, Virginia. It's going to be a long bus ride. But nonetheless, it's a decent bus ride. Probably no more than 5 hours, probably. But nonetheless, it's going to be a long 5 hours for them to figure out what went wrong. And of course, we all know what went wrong in this game, as Shilo had just like an amazing performance out there, both in the passing and the running game here today, and by far top notch here from him. He can't really say much else, as he just did a great job there, performing like he did on the field, and showing what he could do both in the passing and the running game of all things here today. So good job there from App State, really coming together as a team here. And we're even shut out in the fourth quarter there, surprisingly enough. But hey, it's all right. That's fine. We got all the points we needed back in the second quarter alone. Especially the last 6 minutes. I don't know if it was turnovers, which I'm looking here to see. Well, they had 1 interception and 1 fumble, so maybe it was just they were trying to go for on 4th downs, or maybe it was, our special teams did a good job there of running the ball back, or just bad punting from them. And that just led to us getting a decent return, and getting the offense a decent putting the ball somewhere near their 25, and we took over and just did a great job there, just doing what we did. So been there before. It's tough when you have games like that, but nonetheless, definitely something we'll definitely have to learn and figure out maybe next time around. Pete Shilo, 7 receptions, 126 yards of the day. Of course, a receiving touchdown. He had several rushing touchdowns as well. Great performance in here, and that's why I think he's pretty much the player of the game in this one here today. He just really did a great job there. And of course, that's games like this. Even though that's not a sexy school they played against to get a big win, but nonetheless, that's going to count. That's going to come. That's really going to be really important for us later down the line, and especially for his Heisman campaign. Not necessarily his Heisman game, but necessarily, if you look at his body of work he's done so far this season, there's a lot of people are going to look back at this game like, look what he did to this team. Of course, we need to do something more so like that against some other teams here. We got NC State coming up here, and that'll be a nice game that we could try to get revenge on after they got us last year, or a couple years ago actually. Was it? I don't think it was last year. I think season 2. I think it was maybe season 1. They got us pretty good there, but nonetheless, the NC State game will be coming up around the corner here. As a matter of fact, I think it's the next episode. Yeah, it's next game coming up. So that'd be a nice way. Yeah, we played him freshman year, which he didn't play on that much that year. Remember, guys, we lost 45-26. So he didn't play that much his freshman year. We got to play. I think we got to play a little bit in that game, but not enough to really get a good number. Get a good a decent stats for him. So we'll definitely be looking to get back even with them coming up in the next episode. Of course, we also have our homecoming game will be coming up, and we'll play against Troy University, and it'll be our second Sun Belt game of the season. As we see Carlos Hazelwood, and he is asking about locking up. Let's see. Okay. So he's just want to see if we can go with them for some extra workouts there. So okay. We'll definitely do that. Increase our leadership there, and of course that's going to give us a little bit more respect from the team. I think if we won the Heisman, I think we got much respect from our teammates and whatnot. But we'll definitely go do and hang out with the guys and on the team, and build up that relationship and that that leadership role and all that good stuff there as the things you need for team camaraderie and stuff like that. Mary Potter, our academic advisor, let us know how well we did. And okay, so we got a European lit paper coming up due. 8 pages. Jeez. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and do it. So we'll burn some energy there as well to get our GPA up there, which is going to be nice. We did pretty well in school, academic wise as well. So we want to keep that up as well. We definitely do not want to be ineligible going this possibly our final season of the year of our collegiate career. And we also we're named off Sunbelt Offensive Player of the Week, and we're also named National Offensive Player of the Week there as well. So week 5 was a good week there for us, and we're just rolling in some awards here. So coming up in the next episode, you guys, we'll be in episode 6 and 7, I believe. Like I said, we'll be taking on NC State, who are currently right now they're 0-2 in ACC play, but they're looks like they're 3-3 or 3-2 right now in that overall play. So we'll definitely have to see if we can get revenge on from them from our freshman year. Of course, like I said, we didn't play that much our freshman year, but they did kick us in the teeth pretty good. So we'll definitely have to see if we can get revenge on them. And of course, our second game we'll definitely have a matchup with Troy University, and that'll be another Sun Belt game there for us as well. We'll see how well we do against Troy there in that game. So 2 games in the next episode, guys. Stick around for more. I cannot wait till we get to more of this. As like I said, right now we look like we're definitely a shoe-in for the Heisman. But I know talking like this, it's too early, too soon, because things can happen between now and then. But I really feel like we might have the guy to get the back-to-back trophy. We'll see how that goes coming up in the next episode. So if you guys want to see more of this series, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and of course hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series that happens to drop here on ESGNet Plus LP. And of course, don't forget, look out for good other great content, as well as our main channel here on YouTube over on ESGNet, as we got a series with the Nebraska Cornhuskers in College Football 26, which just recently launched over there, as well as Madden series with the who is it? Baltimore Ravens this year on the main channel, and of course very soon here on the channel, if not already, the new series whenever this drops, the new series with our Mission and Recondition series with our newest Madden team, and that'll be the Denver Broncos. Yes, the Denver Broncos will be part of that. So definitely check out, get ready for that series to be launched here on the channel as well, if not it's been already, because don't know when this video is going to come out, but whenever it does come out, either you already know already it's been that I've already announced it, or that you know now. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on the channel. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you all next time.